Hey everybody, I am Blaine and you are watching Flat Broke Outdoors, and we are on our way to another camping adventure. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the channel. We normally do a lot of camping in the Ozark National Forest, and that's where I'm on my way to now. Try to find us a little different spot than we've ever been to. It is Wednesday and it is about 75, 76 degrees. It's pretty warm. It's a nice day. Warm enough where the yellow jackets will be chasing our food when we set it out on the table. But anyway, it's all part of camping. We will find us a decent spot and get set up. We're only going to stay one night. There's some storms coming in. We might stay 2 nights. So I feel like braving the inclement weather that's on its way. It might rain a little bit tonight, but there's supposed to be some severe storms, high winds and hail, and all that stuff. But if I decide I want to stay out there in that, we might do that too. That makes for some pretty exciting camping trips. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will get back with y'all when I find us a spot. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hopefully that wind ain't beating you up too bad here. It's pretty noisy. I was riding around the edge of this open meadow looking for a place to camp, and I just ran upon this view, so I just wanted to share it with y'all while I was here. This area is full of views like this. You can camp a lot of places and catch these kind of views, but it never gets old, the beauty up here in the National Forest. It's just really cool. And there's some pretty neat rock bluffs over there. I don't know how well the camera's picking them up. I can't get it to... Hold on a second. There we go. Let's see if I can zoom in on that rock bluff over there. Just a beautiful area. A lot of places it seems like you can just see for miles. I'll take you back over this way for a second. We have been having some abnormally high winds around here lately, but check this view out. Hopefully the sun ain't messing with you too bad. That is just a tremendous view. Anyway, I just want to show you all that. I am still on the search for a camp spot for the night, so y'all hang in there and I'll be right back. Hey, excuse me. Hey everybody, welcome back. We've got everything pretty much set up. We don't have it just like we want it yet, but it's getting there. It's a process. I move a little slow, but it's coming together. Thankfully, it's, we done sprung forward with the time, so got plenty of time to do stuff now. I think it gets dark just a little after 7 o'clock, which gave us an extra couple hours anyway. So we're dealing with the high winds again, but the way we're set up in this area, I was able to move the fire pit to the non-windy side of the trailer. So we're still going to have a fire because we're going to cook supper over the fire. That's where we're going to do that. I got the kitchen area set up. We're expecting a little bit of rain, so I got the tarp at a kind of a pup tent style kind of deal. Probably sleep in the trailer tonight because of the rain. Just because it's only, if I was staying 2 or 3 days, I wouldn't mind if the outside of that rooftop tent got wet, but we're just not going to be here long enough to have to let that get wet and then go home and deal with all of that. So we're going to skip that. But I did just put some coffee on. I didn't get much coffee this morning. My wife had an eye doctor appointment where they were going to dilate her pupils so she couldn't drive herself back home. So I went with her to that. And I didn't drink any more coffee when we got back. You know, it was already late enough. But excuse me. Anyway, I got some coffee brewing up, and I still got some things to do, obviously. But anyway, I just want to bring y'all up to speed on where we are currently, and I will get back with y'all in a little bit. All right, everybody, I believe this coffee is ready to be pressed. But I can't say French press anymore, so we're going to redneck press this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think we got some paper towel left on that bad boy. Let me address that right quick. I don't like the thought of putting nothing funkier than my coffee down in my coffee. All right, then. I believe we got that whooped, kids. Everything else looks woohoo, good to go. All right. We're going to put the press on it. Going down. I tell you what, old Stanley is a lot bigger deal than I ever thought they was. I thought they wasn't nothing but lunch boxes and thermoses, but they showed me. I have had quite a few different Stanley products over the years. I tell you, I don't give one flip about their drinking cup that everybody seems to be so high on. But these, they got, well, they may have more, but they got 2 French presses that I'm aware of. You got this one, and then they got one that's double insulated, I think. But I haven't ran across that one yet. But all their stuff that I have got my hands on has been really good. You know, when I was truck driving over the road, I drank a lot of coffee. Spent a lot of time awake behind the wheel. So I got one of those, the biggest Stanley thermos they make, and the truck stops would let us fill it up for free. You know, when you buy $1,400 or $1,600 worth of fuel out of whack, they don't mind you getting a little free coffee. So that's the way we did it. I drank a lot of coffee back then. But anyway, I've been a fan of their camping cookware, their French presses, and maybe their cups are all that in a bag of chips too. But I tell you what, this Orca brand cup, my brother turned me on to these back. You know, he was truck driving too, and he said it would keep coffee hot for, you know, a whole shift, which, you know, driving 10 or 11 hours, whatever. And so I got one, and man, it was a great investment. They're a little expensive. They're $30, $40, whatever they are. And they have a lid that'll go on. It keeps stuff hot for a long time, and it keeps stuff cold for a long time. If you put ice in there, you're probably gonna have ice in there 2 days later, maybe more. I can't remember, but they were a great investment. So I can't see the Stanley cups being any better than these. And I own 3 of these, so I don't see the need in investing in a Stanley cup. Now, if Stanley wanted to send me one, I would take it. And in the meantime, I would also take the other French press too. But they haven't really been knocking on my door. But anyway, so we got that done. We got most everything set up in the trailer. Got the fire pit set up with a little stack of wood beside it. I still got to put the lantern up here. And then that's about it, really. You know, I always carry charcoal around. I rarely use it, but I do carry it around quite a bit. So I'm going to stick that under this table to keep it from getting rained on. And put my, like, you know, I have the 2 storage boxes that I keep my food and utensils and stuff in. And I have another one I keep my stove and that little table, this tarp, and all the stuff that goes with it. I keep it all in another smaller little tote. And I think I'll just slide that under the trailer because we're going to hope it doesn't rain tonight, but it might. You know, I guess it don't matter to us one way or another. But as long as it ain't blowing through here, you know, 100 mile an hour sideways in the morning, we're going to put on a pretty good breakfast. It has been many months since we've cooked biscuits and gravy. So tomorrow, we're going to do the biscuits and gravy thing just for a little change of pace. I think I'll probably do it one time every other month. I get tired of bacon and eggs, and I get tired of sausage and eggs. You know, that just being the only thing. So I think every other month, one time, we're going to do biscuits and gravy. And I'll have to write that down or I'll forget it. I have zero short-term memory. You know, I can remember some stuff from back when I was 5 years old. I can remember stuff from when I was 2 years old. But I can't remember what I was about to do when I turn around. It's, you know, getting older and getting into some cognitive decline. That's the truth. You know, I used to think old people were pulling my leg when they talked about that, but it's true. If there's times I just turn around and start to go somewhere and can't remember what was on my mind, why I even turned around to go that direction. But, you know, who knows? You never know. Never know when your mind's going to start slipping. But anyway, I'm going to drink this coffee, take me a little break, because I've been standing a little too long. I'm going to take that break, and I'll get back with y'all in just a little bit. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I needed to get this fire going. I about forgot about it with it staying daylight so much longer now. You know, I'm liable to mess around and not eat till 7 or 8 o'clock. You know, it didn't seem like it's getting that late, and I looked at my watch. It was about nearly 6 o'clock. So I figured I better get this thing rolling a little bit so we get a bed of coals. We're going to do some jalapeno sausages wrapped in tortillas covered in chili. Should be all right. I don't think I've ever had it that way, but how can it go wrong? Well, one good thing about this spot, there is just plenty of tender and small twigs and just everything you need to have a fire right off. Yep. This is a pretty good spot right here. And wind slacked up for a little bit, which is strange. It's kind of early for it to be calming down, but I'm glad it did. Yeah, we get this fire worked out. Get us a little bed of coals. I got my grill sitting over here. I'll put over the top of it, and we'll grill them sausages up here, and I'll put that chili in a pot, cook it up here. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Whew. Fire kind of warm, boys and girls. Getting hot on my kneecaps. Yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Whew. Swinged all the hair on my hand. Fired hotter than it looked. Well, there ain't hardly a worse smell in the world than burning hair. Whew. That smells bad. Scoop my situation over a little bit. Yeah. Got me some a little bit bigger stuff here. We'll get that on there. Whew. Popping and carrying on. Come on now. Play by the rules. Oh yeah, I guess I ain't strong enough to break that one. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere, boys and girls. We are getting somewhere. Yep. Well, having that dedicated pair of gloves just for handling this fire pit and wood and different things. You know, when I packed that fire pit up, I just put them gloves right in the bag. And that is handy, handy, handy. They are always there when I need them. All right, kids, we're going to give this stuff just a little while to burn down, make us some coals, and I'll bring y'all back when it's time to cook some groceries. All right, everybody, we got the chili in the pot. We are back to the Johnsonville on the jalapeno sausages, just because so far they were the best. So, you know, that's what I was looking for. What was the best? And these hit the nail right on the head. Hopefully these bad boys don't shrink up and fall through my grill the way I'm putting them on there. It's just the easiest way for me to do it, to keep them from rolling off, because you know ain't nothing level around here. Nothing. But I think we got it whooped. So we got the chili in the pot. We got the sausages on the... Oh yeah, these got a little cheese in them. These are jalapeno and cheddar. The ones I had on that last camping trip, I think they were made by Eckrich. They didn't have no cheese in them. They was just jalapeno. So hopefully we're on to something here. But anyway, we'll let these bad boys cook for a little bit. And I'm going to go dispose of this. And I'll bring y'all back in just a little while. Hey everybody, welcome back. Supper was good. Turned out just fine. The chili wasn't bad. The sausages were good. But it is about time for me to call it a night. I've been sitting around that fire for a few hours. It's about 10:30 now, so it is time for me to go turn a movie on and let it watch me while I sleep. I guess I will see y'all for breakfast in the morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is a windy one this morning. I'm telling you, this stuff has got to be blowing up a big storm. Well, I thought everything around here was going to come unhinged last night. The wind was blowing so bad. I'm sure glad I let that fire go out before I went to bed. I'd have hated to leave that thing unattended for any length of time. That was some stout wind, folks. I'm just about to get some coffee on here. And we'll get that rolling. And then we'll think about what we're going to, or when we're going to cook breakfast. Now, I might need to take a look at the radar, see if this wind is blowing anything up on us that we need to be concerned about currently. I would sure like to get all of this taken down before it starts raining at all. But anyway, we got the coffee rolling. It'll be just a little bit on this coffee, and I'll get right back to y'all. All right, y'all, we got a good amount of daylight to work with now. I believe that coffee is done. We're going to smash that down here. go. Put the lid on that rascal. Now we're ready for a cup. Do a couple of light rinse. We got that. We're gonna put the rest of it in this thermos so we don't have to fight with reheating this stuff every 5 minutes, because that is a drag. You know, in the wintertime it was a lot worse because, you know, nothing stayed warm for just a few minutes. But we shouldn't have that trouble today. It's pretty warm out here. I don't know how warm it really is, but I would guess it to be somewhere in the 50s. All right. Now then, we got a coffee poured, some backup there. I put the sausage on for the gravy. Pretty good morning weather-wise, and the reason I say that is because, number one, it ain't raining on us, and number two, it's pretty warm. Pretty warm. Wind is still kind of stout, but it could be worse. Excuse me, the whole operation could be worse. Whew, that's hot. Fogged up my glasses. Yeah, this sausage ain't gonna take long at all. I got that skillet good and hot. So I'm gonna get this cooked up and then get that Coleman oven out and get it set up. We're gonna do our biscuits right here on the Coleman stove, and everybody gonna be happy up in here. Everybody being me, since I'm the only one dining here this morning. You know, I love this stuff, everybody. I don't know how anybody that's ever been camping could dislike it, but I know it ain't for everybody. I know a lot of people, you know, they shudder to think about being out here like this, but man, I tell you what, this is it for me. This is a lot of fun. You know, my wife, she's beach people. She likes to be down on the beach and doing this or that, which I like to go to the beach too, but I don't like to camp on the beach just because everything you eat has sand in it. Everything you drink has sand in it. You got sand in your butt crack. That ain't living to me. But, you know, she likes to be at the beach and, you know, get in the water and that kind of stuff, not camp out. You know, I lived in Hawaii for about 4 years, and me and my buddies used to camp down on the beach, and we'd stay down there, you know, 2 or 3 days in a row. Boy, that was miserable dealing with all that sand. Just sand in everything. You be eating, it'd be grinding on your teeth, it'd be sticking to everything. But you know, back in those days, you know, we drank just a little bit, so it kind of made everything all right in your mind, you know, since it makes you not be in your right mind. But those days are long gone. You know, I always said the older I got, the smarter my dad got, and the dumber I got. You know, because apparently when I was a teenager, I knew everything. I tell you what, I'm so far from knowing everything now. I feel like some days I don't know nothing. But one thing I do know, I sure love to be out here camping. This is my favorite place in the world to be. Not just this one particular spot, just doing this in general. Yep, it is a good time to me. All right, y'all. I'm going to let y'all get back to doing what you was doing for a second. I'm going to finish cooking this gravy, drinking my coffee, and I'll get back with you. All right, y'all. We got this sausage just about right. I already have my flour mixed into the sausage because that's the way I do it. You know, Justin from Spirit of the Outdoors, he said the best way to do something is the way you like to do it. I'm sure there's 100 different ways of making sausage gravy, but this is how I do it. So feel free not to leave me any instructions in the comments. I'm going to add a little milk in here. Get that stirred up. When you're doing this, you need to have your flame up pretty good, so the warmer it is, the better the milk interacts with the flour and the sausage, and it all comes together a lot nicer. Get the fire down too low, it just takes about 2 forevers to get it done. All right, we'll let that thicken up for a second. We'll get back to stirring. I want to get some salt and pepper in there right quick. Oh, never know what that salt shaker's doing. I can't hardly see that salt when it's coming out. But the pepper, on the other hand, I have it on coarse grind, and you don't have any trouble seeing that. All right. Well, we'll be able to call this gravy in no time. All right, everybody, things are coming together. Now, with this gravy, once you add your milk and you get it right about the consistency you want it, turn that fire down just a little and continue stirring your gravy periodically. And there's a point in the cooking where it stops being gravy and becomes biscuit lotion. And that's when you know you've hit your mark. All right, I believe our oven is up to temp. Now, disclaimer, I bought these biscuits. I did not make them from scratch. If you want to see me make some biscuits from scratch, go back to some of my videos from last summer where I made biscuits from scratch, cornbread, all that stuff. But anyway, we're going to slide these in here, close that door, and we're going to continue nursing this gravy. Anyway, I'm going to get done here, get my biscuits cooking good, got my gravy finished up, and it'll be time to eat before long. All right, everybody. I believe these critters are probably as done as they're going to get. Woo! Look at that. We got some biscuits. Now we need a plate. Ooh, we didn't even burn the bottoms. How about that? Look at us. It's our lucky day. Let's open up a couple of these biscuits. Ooh, that's warm. Let's put a little of this gravy on there. All right, everybody. This is biscuits and gravy, redneck camping style. I'm going to eat these biscuits and gravy, and I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I got breakfast all ate up and put the leftovers away. And now I'm just sitting here finishing my coffee thinking about, look like I'm the only one here to do these dishes. You know, camp cooking is a lot of fun, but at the end of it, somebody has to do the dishes. And when you're the only one in your camp, you get nominated every time. So I guess I probably need to get off my lazy butt, do these dishes, and start getting this stuff packed up. The weather's pretty good. I mean, it's windy, but it's not. It doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. When I last heard a weather report, the storms were supposed to start this afternoon later. So, I mean, I got a little time. It's only about 20 after 9. But I don't want to be lagging around and be not doing what I should be doing. So, it really shouldn't take too long. Do these dishes first thing and then take this tarp down and start packing everything up. You know, it looks like a lot to set up and take down, but as many times as I've done it, it's not that bad. I mean, it still takes me a decent amount of time to get it done, but I don't really get in any rush to get it done. I don't think I have anything pressing on the books today other than not get my tarp rained on. That's the big thing, because it kind of gets funky if you put it back in the bag a little bit damp. It makes for a funky smell when you get it out next time. But anyway, I got a little bit of coffee left. I'm gonna finish these dishes up and get to packing up. I'll get back with y'all in just a little bit. Hey everybody, I've got everything packed up and closed up and shut down and battened down. It's time to wrap this one up. We have enjoyed it, and I sure appreciate y'all hanging with me through this camping adventure. There's many more to come. We try to get out at least once a week, sometimes twice. You never know what day it's going to be, and it doesn't ever depend on the weather. We're going to do it no matter what, whenever we can get out. Like I said, I appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that little notification bell. That'll tell you when my new videos come out. And until next time, I'll see you in the woods.